I'm Steven Nedoroscik.
I'm Rylee Arnold.
And this is Behind the Easel.
I am no painter, but we'll see how this goes.
One thing that I've learned about Rylee besides dancing is that she's not just positive for the camera. She's a very positive person, and it's infectious. It's really nice to be around, and I think that since we're both kind of positive people, it makes it very easy to work with each other.
What I've learned about Steven is he is probably the most hardworking person ever. He is so devoted to everything that he does. He has made a name for himself, and he went to the Olympics and did such an amazing job. It was just so cool. He's just taken this whole life into a crazy way. Me and Steven are always just cracking jokes together, but also we are always making fun of each other. That is one thing about us, is we are like the classic sibling duo, and I just love all of it so much.
Recently had the chance to meet Rylee's new boyfriend. We were in a little bit of a dance. He walked in and I was like, oh shoot, this is weird, I'm dancing. But he seemed like such a nice guy. Definitely a sweet dude. Held the door for me. You could tell he's polite from the start, so that's always a great sign. I
got the stamp of approval on that one.
Were you nervous to introduce them?
No, I knew that Steven was gonna like him, and I knew that Walker was gonna love Steven because they're both just happy and nice guys. I have asked almost everyone about relationship advice, but I honestly look up to Steven and Tessa's relationship so much because they have been together for so long. You can just feel their love and just see how awesome they are together. Always ask them what they do to just keep that spark, because they have literally been together for 8 years. They've never felt like they needed to break up or gotten arguments. That's what I aspire to have.
I'm not too worried about the public image that me and Tess put out. I kind of just approach it the same way I always have. We post for birthdays, anniversaries, maybe cute dates and stuff. But now that I have a bigger following and a platform and stuff, I don't think that I'm gonna change anything necessarily with how everything gets pushed out. But you know, whatever I want to share is what I'll share, and that's about it. One thing that I've learned about Tess is how to really go after a goal. One thing that Tess is fantastic at is she's really good at planning long-term things. One thing I'm really good at is doing things in a really short amount of time with a decent amount of quality. It kind of has rubbed off on me.
She visits us quite a bit. She comes to every single show, but most of the time, just me and Steven, because I drive him to rehearsals too, because he can't drive.
Rylee drives me every day to rehearsal because I don't have a license. I'm not technically banned from driving, but as someone who is very sensitive to sunlight, to the point where I can't see in the sunlight, and the fact I don't have depth perception, I don't think driving is a good idea. So Rylee drives me to rehearsal, and we have fantastic times in there. We vibe out to songs. She shows me new music because she jokes I don't know any music. We haven't done karaoke. I'm a little embarrassed to sing, so I don't usually, but every now and then when the vibes are right, we'll start rapping or something.
I also love that you're teaching Walker TikTok dances.
Yes.
How would you rate his dancing?
Honestly, so good. He has such natural rhythm. He would never say this, but he has dance experience. He did dancing at one point in his life, and he's actually really good. I was like, okay, you just checked off all of my boxes. You can dance, you're nice, and you make me happy. Most of my family has met him, and they love him. They think he's so awesome.
Oh, does Sage get the stamp of approval? Has she met her?
Yes, she loves him. And they'll call me multiple times a day, and she'll be like, where's Walker? I'm like, busy, Sage. She loves him. It's the cutest thing ever. I mean, I was sure that they were gonna like him because he made me so happy, and they honestly just want me to be so happy, but it's nerve-wracking because I care a lot about what my family thinks. I'm a family girl, and so I really want to make sure that just everyone loves him. Everyone so far has been really supportive of me in this journey and time, so it's been really special to see that and just kind of feel the love.
The transition that I've had since the Olympics has been nothing short of phenomenal. Everything that's been happening in my life has been something I could have never imagined and amazing. I'm just taking it one day at a time, and ironically, the fact that I've been keeping up with Dancing with the Stars and so many other opportunities, I don't even think I've fully accepted the fact that I'm an Olympian. That is my life dream, but it's everything is so back to back in my life right now that I haven't really haven't really had a day to just sit back and be think about it all, because it's all just amazing. I still think about it today, man, I wonder when people are gonna get sick of me. Seeing just the amount of people that support me and have seen me and watched me and cheered for me, it really is just heartwarming, and to be able to bring eyes not only to like my gymnastics, but other people's gymnastics and kind of put, you know, men's gymnastics back on the map in this country, it means a lot to me. The moment where I was like, this is the reason I want to be a gymnast, I think goes back to 2015 at junior nationals. That was my first time at national championships for the juniors. I remember earlier in the year, a coach came up to me and said, dude, you're really good at pommel horse. I could see you winning nationals one day. When he said that to me, that's like when I realized like, oh shoot, like maybe I could be good at this, because this was a really good coach who had national champion athletes in the past. I hadn't really heard anyone say that I was that good before. And I think in that moment, I kind of was like, okay, like we might actually be able to do something in this sport. Made it to nationals that year and ended up winning a junior pommel horse champion. And from there on, I was like, okay, this can get me into college. You know, I'll just see where this ride takes me.
So I remember when Lindsay first got on the show, I was about 8 years old. That's just the age that you're allowed to go to Dancing with the Stars tapings. I saw her as a pro, and I remember that exact day I told myself that I would be there one day and that I would make it happen, and I would do everything in my power to get there and be a pro one day on Dancing with the Stars. So watching her journey was so special, but also being here now and being able to accomplish my biggest dream is just so surreal. I hope to do as good of a job as Lindsay did, because she seriously had so many amazing seasons on Dance with the Stars, and I just aspire to do that, exactly. I feel so much more comfortable in my experience this time around. I had to experience a lot of things my very first season, and my life was kind of put out on a platter for quite a while there. And so I think it really helped me mature and kind of understand the industry and how things work. I'm really glad I got my first season under my belt. It was really fun, but also scary, and I was very vulnerable to a lot of those things. But this second season has been so awesome. I feel so calm. I have such an amazing partner who helps me through so much and helps me just stay positive and stay optimistic about it all. So it's been really awesome.
I think with how my life is going, the way that I picture where I'll be in the future is probably doing gymnastics in 5 years. I always said that I'm going to continue to do gymnastics until my body breaks, and my body's still relatively healthy. So I'm going to continue to do this sport and enjoy every moment of it and love the process. And if my body does happen to break within the next 5 years, I'll happily be an electrical engineer doing what I love, being a nerd. I'm kind of not just facially and educationally a nerd. I'm kind of like a nerd with how I relax too. I love to play chess, love to do Rubik's Cubes. I love to play Rocket League, that's my favorite game.
I do not know what's in the water in Utah. We all grew up going to the same dance studio, and this dance studio was very good. We did all the styles and we trained in everything, and we had some of the best coaches in the world visiting us or teaching us there permanently. And so I think that really helped kind of create a bunch of the dancers that we're all kind of similar. My favorite memory, on Halloween night when we got our very first 10. I remember before going into that dance, I was looking at Steven, we were kind of like preparing ourselves and like getting excited to go out and do it, and he was so locked in, but like so was I. And we went out there and it felt so good and so rewarding, and I was so proud of Steven. That was probably my favorite memory of ours that we have.
Oh my gosh, since I've joined Dancing with the Stars, I've grown so much. I literally didn't dance before being on this show, and I was so nervous to be on this show, to be honest, because it's intimidating. It's something that I don't typically do, and all my buddies joked that they didn't know how I was gonna survive it, get through it, but luckily for me, I have Rylee on my side, and she seems to just be a fantastic teacher, fantastic coach and dance partner.
I think I did pretty good.
This is my painting of Rylee. I think it's pretty much her. Like, I think if you were to put this next to Rylee Arnold, you might get confused which one's real and which one's a painting.
Steven, that's really good.
I told them that you always have that black smudge on your forehead like every other day, so I added it in.
What black smudge?
What do you mean? Look at this. It looks just like you.
Yeah.
This.
Isn't it good?
The Team USA, I mean, it's pretty much me.
No.
You did get the eye color wrong. I actually have
don't have any colored eyes.
very dark eyes.
Not bad though. We did pretty good.
Easel.
Woo!